Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Figma number 627 Takanashi Kiara from Hololive English Myth. You can see her there in front of her box. We'll go ahead and put her off the side real quick and take a look at box, which is very orange, much like she is. You got a picture of her right there, number 627 Takanashi Kiara, and her cursor name in Japanese as well. 2016 cover core Hololive Max Factory up there as well. Up here you have a nice picture of her in a pose and everything. And hey, look, a pose. And a pose, and hey look, another pose and a barcode. And on the back, a lot of poses and warnings and whatnot, because in hey look, ages 15 not for children. Also QR code if you want, I guess, support, technical support and whatnot. But yeah, the insert is just blatant, just orange. And yeah, of course you got the instructions in both Japanese and in English. So hey look, Figma Takanashi Kiara tells you how to mess with stuff, just in all which hands to use and everything. So hey, yeah, and other couple things you should note. So Kiara, or Kiwawa, or whatever, the bird, the CEO of KFP. Yeah, so getting in close here, you can see, yeah, you got her likeness pretty well. She's got the orange hair, the two hats, which are goofy looking, or the green and the greens and all that, and that stuff right there, which looks real nice. Her pinkish eyes, little collar thing, the orange and white and blue right there, with the blue buttons going down. Straps, her skirt, which is barely a skirt, the white and blue right there with the ruffle, I guess I want to say ruffles, but pleats, yeah. Her shrunken down shield thing, which yeah, it's interesting right there, that's right there, it kind of looking shrunken little shield down. They got her leggings right there, whatever, all the way down, and yep, got her black, orange, and blue tennis shoes. On the back there, you have, you see, her wavy hair, and again, the hats and the little tiny wings and the bow and all that stuff, and the belts, and yeah. And there's a weird scuff on this hand. I did not notice that. Not a scuff, but the paint transfer or something. Whoopsie doodles. Did not see that till just now. Oh well, that kind of stinks, but maybe there's a way to remove it. Probably is. Without damaging the figure in the process. That's my big worry. But yeah, you can see also she comes on there, the usual Figma stand. Let's see if she'll stand. She does stand without it fairly decently. And of course you got the thing where swivels there, swivels there, swivels there, swivels there, and swivels there. I did have a bit of a butt of a time just trying to get the stupid peg into the back hole there. It seems to have, it works now, but yeah, it does work overall. So you do have that, and of course, posability, you do have, ball jointed head, so you got left and right, you got up and down, you got all around, all that stuff. Shoulders here are, fully rotated, full rotation there. You got outward that far. You do have the ball joint, so you have, a lot of wiggle room there. You do have an elbow that bends that far and actually goes that far back a little bit, so you can actually kind of bend it back a little. The hand can, of course, rotate and swivel, there's also the hinge there as well, so yeah, swivel and the hinge. You do have the mid-torso, which, yeah, so you can, working out there, you can, all that stuff all over the place, left and right and up and down and side to side, all that. Nothing really down here. Well, I think there is technically a waist swivel, but because of how it's sculpted, it's pretty much functionally useless. She also has the extension thing. They mentioned in the instructions, you can extend her these down a little bit so you can have a little bit more articulation, although not a whole lot more. You got that much forward, you got that much back, you have that much outward. You do have a bit of swivel as well. Knees can bend that far. Technically there's a swivel at the knee as well, but it tends to make the leg look weird. Down here at the foot, you do have a swivel back and forth. You do have a tilt right there. You do have a tilt forward and back, and there you go. That's our articulation. It's pretty bog standard Figma stuff. The only thing that's extra is the somewhat newer, they're doing the extension thing. At least I think it's newer. Only a handful of my figures even have that, but yeah. So she's got all that. And before we get into accessories, I'm going to do the comparisons now because it's just easier before I start, messing with it a bit. So here's Gura. Here's Gura right there. And here's Callie, her maybe wife, sort of, maybe, kind of, I don't know, Takanashi Kiara and Takamori, I don't know. But yeah, there's the three myth Figmas so far. Funny enough, shortly before we started recording this, they put up the Ina Figma for pre-order, so that's coming apparently next November. It's going to be a bit before she shows up, so fun. Oh yeah, and on top of that, her Nendos also went up for pre-order shortly after, like literally the day this arrived, and her Nendo went up went up for pre-order as well, so you know. So yeah, that's something she's been waiting on. But yeah, that's getting closer to having the entirety of Myth. Still waiting on the Ame Figma, although yeah, we're gonna get it because they have that weird affiliate program thing now. Because even though she's graduated, anyway, accessory stuff. Of course, she has the bag to put all the accessories in, just the branded Figma bag. You do of course have the replacement joint for the wrists, just in case. You do have the you have the hands, bunch of plinth of hands. You got, let's see, you got on top of her kind of just natural kind of open splayed hands. You have fists. You have the fists right there. If it will focus, there we go. The fists right there. You have these gripping hands. These are, I believe, for the yeah, these are for these gripping. The upper gripping hands are for the sword. The lower gripping hands are for the or for one accessory. The lower gripping hands for another accessory, and then you got a pair of pointing hands as well. You do have, well, the shield, her shield thing, very Zelda-esque, and her sword as well, very nicely. Both very nicely picked out. You know, all the colors and stuff. Cool thing here is also, yeah, the sword here can just slot right in there, which is pretty cool. Right there, it doesn't like lock into place. It just slides in, so just be mindful of that when you use it. So you got a pair of drumsticks, you know, chicken, because you know KFP, maybe chicken, maybe not, maybe one of the KFP employees. And she comes with two alternate faces. Of course, she's got her default kind of smiling face. She's got her very, very excited face, kind of scary excited. An exasperated face. And if you pre-order for Good Smile directly, you also get this little closed eye, just very content face. Yeah, that's the accessories she has. Not a ton, but you know, enough. And of course, swapping parts is pretty straightforward. You know, just kind of put that at an angle and then pull it off. Make sure to be careful with those wrist joints. Put that at an angle and pull that off. And then, of course, you can pop the new one on. Pull it off. And pop the new one on. There. And of course, you know, these are the ones that, you know, these are compatible with the drumsticks. Yeah, these are the just comes right off. That's my biggest problem. Like here, she just comes right off her stand because it's just a really shallow peg hole. Yeah, those are the lower ones. Those are for the drumsticks and also for the shield. Yeah, these lower ones are for the drumsticks and shield. This upper one's for the sword. And of course, yeah, she can do that. You know, you can pull the hair off. So, pull the face off. And then you can see just how excited she is about holding two drumsticks. And of course, yeah, the sword and shield. So to do that, what you do there is gotta get these drumsticks out of our hands because they don't need to be there anymore. For this, what you want to do is get that out of our hand. So with the shield, what you want to do is there's this strap right here. You want to actually pull this. This lower strap, you want to pull that out. It just tabs in, and that lets you get it into her hand a little easier overall. And this lets you get it into her hand a little bit easier. A little bit, I should say. Getting this in is a little bit of a trick. So you have to like slot it in like that, and then rotate it around in the hand, and there you go. Yeah, then you cut this off, and yeah, there we go. Man, that was not coming off. Yeah, you get this off too, and then you slot that on right there, and then get this hand on. You get this hand on, and then you just slot this in as well. If we can line it up. There we go. Yeah, so you have to do all that to get the shield on. And then this hand, pull this hand off because we were swapping it for the sword holding hand. With this, for the sword, to get the sword in, you have to pull this little green bit off the end. Pop. That pulls off the end, and then you can just slide this into the hand. Somewhat, yeah, slide into the hand a bit. Like that, and then you reattach that. You go ahead and touch the hand. And there you go. Now now she looks manic and she has weapons, so be careful with that. She looks manic and now she has weapons. So be careful. Be very careful. So yeah, that's pretty much the full breadth of her accessories and how they work. Well, mostly. I didn't show all of them, but you know, pretty much. That's how how accessories work. You know, the hand swap's pretty easy. Just be careful. Particularly now, if you're getting this now, it's going to be probably cold out. At least in your northern hemisphere, it's going to be cold out. So make sure to, you know, warm it up. Let it warm up before you start messing with it, because you do not want to mess with these things when they're cold, because then that leads to broken plastic. So, I mean, worst comes to worst. If you were having trouble getting the parts off, like particularly the hands, hair dryer. Just blast it with a hair dryer for a few seconds, and you should be able to just pop the hand right off. So, but yeah, overall though, getting that all together. The only thing is these straps can be a little tricky to pop on and off. Sometimes they don't want to come off. Yeah. Other than that, she's pretty posable. The only thing, maybe the hips are a little lacking just because of that the way it's molded with the skirt and everything. Decent amount of accessories, not a whole ton of them. You can see pretty much all of them are here. All the accessories are here, and one of them's a pre-order bonus. You see all that. Not a whole lot of stuff, but she has enough. I'm surprised no like KFP employee or anything, because the other two that have come out so far, and Nina even is going to come with the Takanashi, and it's going to come with the Takanashi. Gura got Bloop, and Callie got Death Sensei. So I'm not sure why, no like KFP employee or anything, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, she's still kind of on the spendier side. She cost me about $80 something total with shipping and everything, which isn't too bad for Figma from Japan. You could have got it cheaper. I'm not sure. You still can. You probably still can if you know where to look. But yeah, overall pretty good. But you know, and all KFP employees are going to probably be happy with this. You know, we're going to be happier when you also get the Nendro. I'm not sure Kiara is going to be happy with this or not, but hey, she'll talk about it. But yeah, generally really good. And yeah, you're a KFP employee, I highly recommend her if you haven't already got it. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Just gotta be mindful of this, and also that's one thing, is be mindful of the sword. But that is a very thin peg on this for the sword handle, so just be really careful when you're messing with it. You do not want to bend that. And also be careful with this, because yeah, when I first went, it did not want to go in at all, and it was I was a little worried I was going to snap it, because that's happened to me before. But yeah, overall it's pretty good. So that's it for this review. I hope you find it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon, and I shall see you next time with another video review.